playing hard to get.
Speaking of heartbreak, great segue. Square Enix, they did pretty well with Tomb Raider, right? I think we can agree Tomb Raider.
You know, people say, you know what? That's a game that you played. I know that there's some controversy about it that was going on, and there's a hashtag reborn thing going on. I have not had a chance to play Tomb Raider, but I've heard good things. But, and I like Lara Croft. Oh, are we gone? Oh, yeah, we're back. We're back. Okay.
Did we go away for a minute?
Okay, sorry. It looked like it went down for a second. But about Tomb Raider, is she raiding any tombs in this one?
You do, but they're brief little puzzles, and they're not very difficult. Like, there's not enough tomb raiding in Tomb Raider, but still a good game. But Hitman Absolution wasn't a bad game, but didn't really explode on the market like they had hoped. And then let's not even talk about all the Final Fantasy stuff that is not really working out right now. At any rate, Square Enix is going through some rough times. They have announced some layoffs.
I didn't like Hitman Absolution.
Why?
By the way. It didn't really do it for me.
It didn't absolve the series for you?
Yeah. It's like, I mean, I really don't care for the franchise that much. I mean, it's just me though.
Yeah, that sounds like a personal thing because there's been a lot of like good gameplay moments in older Hitman games, but it just didn't really like have the impact that Square Enix was hoping it did. And let's face it, they've been having some rough times. So now Yoshida Wada is out. He recently resigned, and Square Enix's new president, Yosuke Matsuda, intends to just give the company a huge overhaul, give it a facelift, and really change things, because as we know, Japanese game companies are famous for changing stuff. They just change things on the fly like that, and they're very
I'm pretty sure I knew where you're going with this, but it kind of broke up for a second. So for me, it sounded really funny. It sounded like you said Japanese anal cube. It's like Square Enix, they're going down the path of Japanese anal cubes.
With like, all your favorite characters.
That's an issue.
Cloud.
I mean, they do have the new Final Fantasy Online coming out?
Realm Reborn. Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn. And that has some potential. But in the meantime, here is what Matsuda said about his new role and taking over, and the things is going to change. After having succeeded the important role as president, I plan on reviewing all Square Enix studios' business and assets on a zero-based budgeting standpoint. Due to the radical change of environment, I'd like to fundamentally review what works and what doesn't work for our company, then cast all of our researches towards extending what makes us successful and thoroughly squeezing out what doesn't. So that means layoffs, cancellations, a preview of a later conversation right there. And yeah, I think they've already talked about...
So basically he says we should really strategize what we do with our company and not make crap and see what works for us and then put it out.
What they need to do is just remake every Final Fantasy game before 10 in an HD remake collection, and just do that perpetually, and then like re-release Chrono Trigger all the time, and pretty much go back to like the mid-90s when
or they could have just done something. Well, let's say they could have made a Kingdom Hearts, especially for the Wii U, and then that would probably sell to every single Wii U owner, which may not sell to everybody, but it would sell to all those people on the Wii U who need a damn game to play.
True, and a lot of people need games to play on the Wii U right now, let's face it. There aren't enough games.
Oh, you know what would have been awesome, actually? And this is if I were to swear. Check this out. I'm telling you, I'm kind of brilliant with this one. Kingdom Hearts Tactics.
What? That would sell like hotcakes. Can you?
Of course. Like Kingdom Hearts Tactics. You release it for the 3DS and the Wii U, an enhanced version. I'm telling you, it's printing money in Japan at least. You're selling consoles to the Wii U consoles at least to Japan.
Who do we sell this
You're doing that pretty damn well. But you know what? I don't work in the gaming industry. What do I know?
Oh man, I don't know, dude. But I like your moxie. You got spirit. and spirit counts for a lot. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with Square Enix, but it sounds a bit foreboding.